welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing not one but two spreads in this video, and they're both Super Bowl themed. I'm using the same kit by Shepherd's Supply Company in their printables shop, and I'm going to try and use it in different ways in each planner so that they are coordinated with each other, but they're just slightly different, so it keeps it interesting. I'm starting off with my Hourly plan. And if you want just to see the Recollections / vertical one, go ahead and skip to 8 minutes and I believe 51 seconds. This kit comes with two different versions of the washi, so I put the football one all the way up at the top of the page, and then I'm lining the bottom of the date covers up with the bottom of the washi. Directly under that, I'm going to lay down the blank green headers that came with the kit. It also comes with gray ones, but I'll use those later. But I'm going to lay down the gray ones, and eventually I will be layering my weather stickers on top of that, since I do like to cover my weather throughout the week. This kit is really awesome. I like it a lot, and it does come in two different colorways. I printed out two of the Falcons colorways, which is black, red, and silver, but she does offer Patriots colors if you are rooting for the Patriots. I, however, am not a Patriots fan, so I went with the Falcons. Now that the top is done, I'm going to lay down my Today headers that came with this kit, and then I'm going to follow that up with my check boxes. But first, I'm laying down this I Can't Calm Down, It's Football, or something like that. It's a big fun sticker that I found in a free printable by Victoria Thatcher, but it did have to be trimmed down a little bit because that Victoria Thatcher page is meant for the large Happy Planner, so the columns are a little bit wider in that, and I had to trim it down. But I'm using that instead of a quote box, since this Shepherd's Supply printable doesn't have any quote boxes on it. Now I'm laying down my check boxes, and I'm going to alternate those colors as best I can. And I'm going to start laying down full boxes directly underneath. To save space, I'm not going to lay down another header in between those two boxes. I'm just going to go straight down, which is why I used the Today instead of the To Do up at the top. Something that was cute and sweet that I noticed not until I started laying these down is that field in that green box is actually a soccer field, not a football field. And I messaged the owner of Shepherd's Supply Company, and she has already fixed it. So if you do go and purchase this kit from her, be happy in knowing that it does have a football field on it now versus a soccer field. If you do want to purchase this kit, I do have a coupon code for you. If you use GameDay25 in her printable shop, you'll get 25% off now through February 14th. It's a pretty sweet deal. I'm laying down a weekend banner, also from one of the free Victoria Thatcher printables. This one is her NFL themed one. I liked it because it's green and it pulls in all the greens, because I'm not going to be really using much green in my other spread. I'm doing the weekend in a very Hourly style, which is just a combination of full boxes and half boxes and quarter boxes to kind of block off my timing for the weekend. Sports have started up again for my family, so we're getting really busy. I am going to lay down a checkbox just for Saturday, and I'm going to take away some of those spaces because I don't need that much on my to-do list for Saturday. And then I'm going to put a full box down at the bottom just for a decorative element. I'm bringing in a little bit of green just by putting this quarter box down, but I'm going to use it just to put down what we're having for dinner that day. On Sunday, we've just got church in the morning, and then it's going to be nothing but Super Bowl festivities. So I am taking a little bit of washi in the very bottom corner and laying that down and layering it underneath this full box sized flag. And in that flag I'm going to be putting in things like the rating of the Super Bowl halftime show and what my favorite commercial was. And I'm just going in now with more half boxes and blocking off times that we have appointments or commitments. One of the great things about this printable kit is that it came with so many quarter boxes and half boxes. I didn't have to worry about running out, and for once I have extras. Normally I really have to ration them because I tend to use a lot of quarter boxes and half boxes. Filling in my sidebar, putting my weekly habit trackers up at the top, a blank header, and then I'm laying down a week box. I'm going to cover up the weekend part though because I'm going to use that top one for my work schedule. And I'm putting another box down there because I wanted this pattern because it doesn't have any extra thinner small washies. Putting down this Teeny and Bop watching a football game sticker, which I saved from a Glam Planner fall sampler. The Boy Scout stuff is by Planner Penny, and of course that's my Monday Mona by Bubba Bear Studios. I'm laying down a Family Time sticker by Paper Loving Mommy, as well as a church flag, also by Paper Loving Mommy. And I'm using my craft knife to straighten it out a little bit because I really laid it down crookedly. This little trash bag is by Bubba Bear Studios, as are these gray meal icons. This kit does have meal littles, but I wanted to incorporate a little bit more white space, so I went with the meal icons instead. And I'm laying them down all the way across. This just helps me figure out not necessarily what time we're going to be eating, but where meals are going to fit chronologically in my evening's commitments. That's a little munchkin by Once More with Love for my FaceTime date with my mom. And these Kawaii money stacks are by Planner Penny to mark my paydays. I'm going to have 2 next week. And I'm putting down various sports balls to mark our various sports commitments this week, and those are all by Planner Bliss. I'm going to top it all off with this football clip, also by Shepherd Supply Company. And I've added in my ink now, and I of course remembered some stuff that I forgot, like this Bill Do sticker by Bubba Bear Studios. And I'm going to be adding in some of those things later. Let's scoot on over to the Recollections one. So here's that secondary washi pattern that I was telling you about, and I'm going to lay it down at the bottom. And you'll see that I did put down some artist's tape on the other side, but it was not quite as white as I would like it to be. So I'm going to cover up any extra with some whiteout tape. And that's going to be mostly covered later on by my full boxes. So it looks a little silly now, but it will get covered. Now I'm going to go in with my date covers. I did cut them a little bit large by only cutting directly on the line of the bottom and then preserving the spacing that was on the page. So there's a little strip of white at the top of each, and that goes to cover any extra height that is already on the pre-printed planner page. That's a lot of P words all at once. Pre-printed planner page. That's a tongue twister. Alright, flipping that back over. I'm going to be using another quote from a Victoria Thatcher free printable, and again I had to cut this down because it is too wide for this sidebar column. I was going to put down my stat tracker by Pretty on Paper Company, but remembered that I need to cover up some of that pink because it is wider than the stickers. And now that looks better. I'm going to line up my stickers as best I can with the left side of the page, but I'm going to go into the rest of my planner first. I don't know why I start and stop on my sidebar. I did that on both planners this time. Oh well. I'm going to put my check boxes up at the top, and this will be for my social media section. And I have learned from my mistakes in the past, and I'm going to save my headers for the very end. Again, alternating the colors as best I can, but this time I am going to take the check boxes all the way across. And since those are down, I may as well put down my headers. These are the darkest red available from my custom headers by Kinlan Prints Company. And now we're going to put down some full boxes. This kit does come with 8 full boxes, and I only used 7 in the other one, and I'm only going to use 7 this time as well, but I'm going to leave out the green field, and I'm going to instead use my Downs marker full box. But then I realized that it would look better if I put that red box on Tuesday and put the Downs marker on Wednesday, so I'm carefully lifting it back up. I didn't have to use my undo because I had just put down that sticker and it hadn't really set yet, but I did need to replace a little bit of that whiteout at the bottom because it did come up just a smidge when I pulled it up. There we go, that looks better. Graphic and then pattern, graphic, pattern, graphic, pattern. Laying down the full boxes and then the headers. And I don't have to worry about the spacing there because that middle row is going to be white space friendly with just some half boxes in it. So that bottom section is going to mark my purchases and any sticker packages that arrive. I like to keep that section down at the bottom. That way, if I don't want to cover up the pattern or picture that's in a full box, I can go into the washi and have it all still be close enough that it makes sense to me. I'm using the black YouTube headers for that section in the middle. And this Hello Weekend banner sticker is by Paper Loving Mummy. It actually came on a freebie sheet a long time ago, and it's just been sitting in my stash waiting for a need, and this was the perfect week. Adding in some more of my sidebar elements, and this cute old-timey doodle sticker is also from a Victoria Thatcher freebie page, and I need just a little bit of washi on either side, so this time I'm taking that larger chunk of football washi, laying it down, trimming it to size with my metal ruler, and then I'm going to put that sticker right on top. I'm lining up the picture on the right hand side of the column, and it's going to be a little bit too wide on the left, and I'll cut that down to size a little bit later. The center section is going to be for where I mark all of my YouTube activity, filming, editing, uploading, and all of that goodness. So I'm going to fill that space up with my half boxes, and it's going to alternate between vertical and horizontal layouts just to keep it visually interesting. I'm going to lay down some YouTube-y munchkins by Once More with Love. And this is also a little payday sticker by Once More with Love. This little laptop is by Wild Sunshine Company. And this is Officer Bubba by Bubba Bear Studios, and that's going to be my midweek and full week reminder sticker. And here we have both finished spreads. As you can see, it's the same kit, but it's just different enough that it doesn't feel like I'm repeating the exact same thing. So it's not boring. If you want to use that code, it is there as well as down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at @ReesePlans to see how these spreads change throughout the week. Leave me a comment and let me know who you are rooting for in the Super Bowl. Subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.